Namaskar. I am Dr. Sapunti, brings you the viewpoint. India is one of the largest exporters of petroleum products in Asia, and even during global oil turbulence caused by the Middle East war, India has continued supplying petrol, diesel, and LPG to neighboring countries due to strong refinery capacity, diversified crude sources, and strategic diplomatic commitments. How India manages to supply fuel despite global crisis. India has high refining capacity. India has 23 major refineries with a combined capacity of 255 million tons per year, which is more than domestic demand. So even during shortages, India keeps a surplus for exports. India diversifying crude oil sources. When Middle East supply became uncertain, India raised imports from Russia, USA, and Africa and from Latin America. This allows India to keep refineries running at 110% utilization. India has energy diplomacy with Neighbourhood First policy. India prioritizes fuel supply to Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, which has long-term contract. India supplies fuel to Sri Lanka, which has credit line support during crisis. India supplies fuel to Maldives, which has security plus supply agreement. How much fuel India supplies to each neighboring countries? India supplies 100% of Nepal's petrol and diesel. Annual supply to Nepal comes petrol, diesel, ATF, LPG is 2.6 to 2.8 million metric tons per year. So daily is 7,000 to 8,000 kiloliter per day. This goes through the route Raxol, Birguns, this is the main line, and Siliguri, Jhapa, and Lucknow, Nepalganj. India is the only supplier of fuel to Bhutan. Annual supply to Bhutan approximately in case of petrol diesel is 1,50,000 to 1,80,000 tons, LPG 8,000 to 10,000 tons. This supplies through IOCL via Bongagai Refinery and Numaligarh Refinery Limited. India supplies fuel to Bangladesh through Indo-Bangla Friendship Pipeline. This capacity is 1 million tons per year, operational since 2023. Supplies diesel from Numaligarh refineries. It has direct import. Furnace oil, LPG also exported. Total annual exports 1.2 to 1.3 million tons. India supplies the largest emergency fuel assistance in Sri Lanka's history during 2022 to 2023 crisis. Total fuel supply is $700 million worth of petrol, diesel, kerosene, and LPG. Its volume is about 1.4 million tons during crisis. Even in 2024 to 2026, India continues regular commercial supplies to Sri Lanka. India also supplies fuel to Maldives. Its annual supply through Indian OMCS's petrol diesel is 30,000 to 35,000 tons, LPG 3,000 tons. Despite diplomatic tensions, India has not stopped fuel supply as it is part of long-term commercial contracts. India also supplies fuel to Myanmar. India exports small quantities of fuel to Myanmar, which counts petroleum products 80,000 to 1 lakh tons per year. This goes mainly from the northeast refineries. Why India continues fuel supply during crisis? The reason is strategic diplomacy. India must maintain goodwill and regional stability. There is contractual obligations. IOCL has multi-year supply contracts with these countries. Regional energy security. India helps counter China's influence. Refinery supplies. India export to more than 30 countries. Neighbors are priority. India supplies fuel to all neighboring countries except Pakistan. Total export to neighbors 5 to 6 million tons per year. Despite Middle East disruptions, India maintains supply through Russian oil, diversified imports, and strong refinery capacity. And that's all for now. Thank you.